From Ivory Tower Populism, this is Video 13, the Nerdy Podcast, following up on performance-based crowdfunding, relocation, net migration between states.
First, let's review Video 12, specifically the tie-bout model assumptions. Perfect information, zero transaction costs, zero externalities. There are many communities to choose from, and equal financing of the local public goods by all residents. This performance-based crowdfunding idea would seem to make these assumptions much more realistic. But here's where the model gets difficult. Relocation.
So consider this example. A lot of people are moving from California to Texas. Texas's economy is growing faster than California's.
Does this mean that Texas's red state policies, low taxes, low regulation, and low welfare, work better than California's blue state policies? High taxes, high regulation, high welfare. Does trickle-down economics work better than income redistribution?
While we all have our own dogmas about this, we need to be careful. Net migration between these states makes this a difficult question to answer. Perhaps richer people are attracted to Texas so that they pay less in taxes, while poorer people are attracted to California so that they receive more income support. That is a different statement than Texas's economic policies make people more productive, meaning correlation is not necessarily causation.
So what is going on? Is it adverse selection, like choosing an automobile insurance policy? Bad drivers are the first to get insurance. Or is it moral hazard, like how the insurance policy influences one's behavior? Insurance leads to bad driving.
Maybe California has high taxes in order to fund a world-class education system. But then does Texas freeload off of California's investing in education because of relocation? People get educated in California and then move to Texas for jobs. Or maybe California is freeloading off of Texas's economic success because of national taxation and income redistribution policies? Answering this question definitively would require federalism, making education, welfare, and job creation policies local, while just figuring out how to handle relocation.
Let's say a company invests heavily in long-term employee training. Then an employee goes to another company who pays a higher salary simply because that company didn't just make a significant investment in training. Hence, the first company may ask you to sign a non-compete agreement, or you simply pay a fine. In the same way, maybe California invests in education. Then the most educated go to Texas for the higher pay, as Texas doesn't have high taxes to fund a great educational system.
So then, how should we handle relocation? Let's say the standard ISA rate for the employer-paid wage withholding is 2.5%. If the person relocates to Texas, that locale in Texas would receive the 2.5% of the salary from the employer, but the Texas locale then would pay that 2.5% rate as a percent of some base wage back to the California locale.
So what would that base be?
It should reflect the value of that person's education at the point of relocation. If the person worked 10 years in California and then moved to Texas, it's easy. The person's average annual salary all those years in California would be the basis to calculate, though adjusted by differences in cost of living between the locales.
Now, what if the person just graduated from college in California and immediately was placed in Texas? Then there's no salary history to draw conclusions about the value of that investment that California's college made.
So in that case, you could go with the average salaries of all the graduates of that school, adjusted by cost of living. Or if the person relocates to Texas just 5 years after graduation, you could average the two aforementioned calculations. If you really wanted to get radical, you could even go with the total value of this person's entire education, or even their parents' socioeconomic status, to really control for a person's prior advantages. Then every municipality has the obligation and incentive to improve everyone's productivity, not just compete for people who are already productive. Many ways to approach this problem.
And that concludes this podcast. Until next time.